The Tomb Kings have risen and are set to restore the ancient kingdom of Nehekhara, which has been decaying for centuries, carved up by foreign invaders and now plunged into war once again as each Tomb King raises legions of undead warriors and animated statues to fight for dominance. There are several major changes that come with playing as the Tomb Kings. As these great and powerful kings rise from their slumber and seek to restore their domains, they don't take part in the petty squabbles over the Vortex. Tomb Kings have a unique recruitment process. Raising legions of the dead takes a lot of power, but is ultimately free. There are restrictions to the amount of higher level units that you can recruit. To begin, Tomb Kings can recruit 2 limitless units, Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen. To recruit higher level units and increase the capacity, you'll need to construct specific buildings to unlock the unit and grant you the initial capacity. The more of these buildings you have, the larger the capacity will become. Now, if you should lose a settlement containing these buildings, your capacity for that unit will be reduced. Your armies will be unaffected, but you may find that you now exceed the unit's current capacity. You may find it more advantageous to disband wounded units without much experience and recruit a fresh unit of the same type within a couple of turns, rather than waiting for the wounded unit to replenish itself, which can often take much longer. Tomb Kings have a limitation with the number of armies they can field at one time, and must awaken more Tomb Kings to command further armies. To do this, they will spend time looking into their past, to discover long-lost dynasties, their army traditions, and former kings. Having discovered one of the 6 major Nehekharan dynasties, you'll be awarded with a new army slot. Standard Tomb King lords can be recruited straight away, like any other faction. But a more powerful lord of the dynasty that you've just researched can be recruited instead, by researching the top slot of that dynasty. Make use of the canopic jars you've been earning throughout the campaign to unlock this more powerful commander for your army. Take note though that once a dynasty has been researched, the time it will take to research the next dynasty will be greatly increased. The time spent researching these dynasties can be improved by capturing additional settlements, with major settlements providing a larger research boost than minor settlements. Try capturing iconic Warhammer capital settlements, Khemri, Altdorf, Lothern, to gain much larger research boosts when playing as the Tomb Kings. Additionally, further benefits can be had with the Dynasties panel from unlocking Tomb Heralds, which improve the quality of units within your lord's army. Throughout the campaign, you will gather canopic jars from winning battles, taking settlements and engaging with dilemmas. These can then be used along with tradable items and gold within the mortuary cult to craft magical items that can be equipped to your lords and heroes. Trade resources can be secured either through military conquest in capturing a region and constructing the trade resource building within it, or by the agreement of trade between a faction that already has access to that trade resource. They can also be used to awaken legions of legend, elite units with specialist abilities and attributes to bolster your ranks and strengthen your armies, or to craft a new dynasty, allowing you to field an additional army within the campaign. To find a trade resource location quickly, left-click on the trade resource icon from the crafting recipe to have the game show you the closest location to that trade resource to your capital. Tomb Kings also come with their own rights to help them along the way, which provide a wide variety of benefits. Using these at the right time can make a huge difference down the line, giving you bonuses to create stronger armies from the start, help with colonizing ruins, summon sandstorms to cause attrition to invading armies and to spur growth within your regions. Try using the Great Incantation of Petra on ruins of a major settlement if one is available. It will produce a far greater return on your investment for performing this rite. The Tomb King's economy can certainly play out quite differently to other races, with only basic infrastructure buildings on offer to aid growth and your treasury. Make use of cheap income buildings throughout your regions to provide a constant cash injection, however small it may seem to start with. More enticing military buildings can be used to bolster forces in the early game, but can quickly stifle growth and development, thus preventing you from getting to the later and far stronger units in the roster. If you're after higher tier units, then focus on depth rather than breadth with your faction capital. It can be tempting to upgrade your minor settlement's main building, but keep the growth back in reserve and quickly get your capital to level 5 and have the option of constructing the buildings that go with it. The Books of Nagash are powerful tomes containing secret spells of Nagash, the first necromancer. They've become scattered throughout the world and are sought by the Tomb Kings to claim control of the Black Pyramid of Nagash, part of the victory conditions in the Eye of the Vortex campaign. The books are in the possession of other factions, some held within settlements and some held by rogue armies. All of them must be defeated or conquered to take possession of the book. Rogue armies carrying Books of Nagash won't declare war on you. Make use of this time. Watch where they patrol and bolster up your forces, as they'll likely prove a tough fight with experienced troops in their ranks. In either campaign, 8 of the 9 books can be collected, with one already being held by Arkan the Black, which can't be taken from him. Each book offers a different bonus when they're collected, from increasing unit capacity to bonuses to trade and income. Take the time at the start of each campaign to see where the books are and what each book offers, as the effects they carry are randomized at the start of each campaign, and each Tomb King's legendary lord will have different books in different parts of the world to collect. For victory in the Eye of the Vortex campaign, you'll need to secure 5 of the Books of Nagash, gain ownership to the Black Pyramid, and win the campaign's epic final battle, or meet the domination victory conditions, which focus on you destroying a number of the main factions in this campaign. Victory in the Mortal Empires campaign is somewhat different, with the focus being much more on securing your local lands and then expanding out into the world to conquer your biggest rivals. The Books of Nagash still feature in this campaign, but are not part of the victory conditions. We hope this information will help you in your conquests within Rise of the Tomb Kings.